All right, guys, today we're going to talk about James Harden's future on the Houston Rockets. He's been rumored to be traded to the Nets and the 76ers pretty recently. A couple of weeks ago, Russell Westbrook obviously just got traded to the Washington Wizards for John Wall and a 2023 first round protected draft pick. Makes you wonder if James Harden's time on Houston is coming to an end. I think my prediction is that they rock with, I think that they'll roll with John Wall, James Harden, and their offense, that team, for probably 2 months. I would say 2 months come and they start to kind of reevaluate, take a look at how John Wall, James Harden play together, how they play when they're not together, how John Wall's load management's coming along. Kind of just evaluate the season like every team does around the trade deadline. I would have to say if it's not looking good, if the Rockets are below 500, I would say that James Harden would get traded right then and there. If not, the problem is if they miss the playoffs, James Harden's trade value is just only going to go lower. So if they have a really disastrous start to the season, that's the when I think they would trade James Harden. But I think that they'll go the whole season as long as the new Houston Rockets succeed to a degree. I definitely think that they could go a whole season without doing anything other than trading. I just did a whole video about trading Eric Gordon. I think Eric Gordon will be traded in the next month or so. I definitely think PJ Tucker will be gone as well. Even maybe Daniel House. We'll kind of see how the trades go, but I definitely think that they're going to be targeting Buddy Hield, Victor Oladipo, kind of somebody like that. I think that just would make the Houston Rockets so much better if you had a Victor Oladipo or you had a Buddy Hield on our team, even a Derrick Rose. We've talked about this before. It makes our team so much better. It's only going to convince James Harden to stay or to at least give it the whole year to kind of see how it goes. I highly doubt he fully imagines himself being in Houston till the end of his career with the way things are going. They had their chance a few years ago with Chris Paul, but unfortunately he missed Game 7. We all remember that. James Harden's career in Houston, I would have to say it just doesn't look great for the long run after this Russell Westbrook trade. Seems like they're open to making adjustments to try to keep James here, which is all we really need, but definitely need to make a trade for Victor Oladipo or Buddy Hield. I did a whole video about Miles Turner. I think Miles Turner should be the guy they target. I feel like he's a very versatile, athletic, big man who can defend very well. He can get blocks, and he can also shoot the three, which is super important. However, we do have DeMarcus Cousins, who's reportedly looking great. Christian Wood, I've spoke so much about his potential and how much I think he's going to have an incredible season. I think he's going to be our third scoring option. Boogie might be a superstar coming off the bench. If those things come true, if John Wall comes back at 80-85%, I would fully expect James Harden to be committed to at least staying throughout the season, and I think they'll do pretty well. So let me know what you guys think and what they finish at.